Hey, welcome back to the Car Sucker. My name is Jimmy Prater. I'm a car closer. That's what I do. I close. I close car deals. I close them and I gross them. That's what we do. Because it's all about the kill, right? Because we understand there's two types of people in this business. You're either a clerk or you're a closer. And it's okay if you're a clerk. It's okay if you're a clerk. And dealers, you gotta let them know up front. When they come into your store to get a job, tell them this is a clerk store. Don't tell them it's a closing store. See, clerk stores, they train on powder sugar training. They train on everything but closing. See, the car sucker got the closing techniques. That's what we train on. 7 rules of engagement to a close. Not the sales process, the closing process. There's a difference. And sometime during the sale, you got to recognize when it's time to close. You got to turn that head on and say, okay, now I'm a closer. Once you turn that head around and you say you're a closer, you're asking for the sale. There's no soft closing here at the car sucker team. We don't train that stuff. It's the same thing. You know, you have all these dealers in the past decade saying, hey, listen, you know, we're pre-owned. There's our pre-owned department. No, it's a used car department. There's a refurbished department. No, it's used cars. For 100 years, we've been saying that we're car salespeople. For 100 years. And all of a sudden, we're product specialists. We're product experts. We say, okay, so if you're being told that's who you are, that's a clerk store. Now, I know it's everybody because the manufacturer's got a stranglehold on the dealer to tell the dealer how they're going to sell their cars. In reality, the dealer knows better than the manufacturer how to sell cars, but they're handcuffed to them. They're handcuffed to the manufacturer, and that's how they get their money. So now they have to twist everything around. Salespeople make less money every year after year after year. That you guys are making less money, but the dealer's making more money. They keep pushing new product, and you keep seeing flats, and more flats. And then more packs, more flats. I mean, it doesn't stop. How do we get around that? Well, there's one way of getting around it. Going to go work for an independent dealer. And I'll tell you, there's some outstanding independent dealers out there making some big chinga. But there's also some outstanding franchise stores out there. They understand that salespeople have to have a career. And you're going to stick around if you're making the money. Now, dealers, when are you going to get through your head that you got to start telling the manufacturers enough's enough? Enough's enough. Because then if you have more control of what's going on in your store, because right now it just seems like you don't have any control at all. The manufacturers make vehicles. They manufacture a product. They do a little bit of factory advertising out there, but they manufacture a product. You dealers are the distribution outlets. You're the dealer, the wheeler dealer. You're the guy that knows how to wheel and deal. They don't know how to wheel and deal. If they knew how to wheel and deal, they wouldn't need you. They need you to push their product. You're a pusher. That's what you got to do. You got to push that product. And how are you going to do this? By having closers in your store. Like I said, it's okay if you're a clerk. If you want to be a clerk, it's okay. Dealers, put it on top of your application. Don't put sales. Okay? You say clerk or closer. That's who you are. You got to pick it. And dealers, you got to be honest with yourself. Who are you as a dealer? What type of store are you? Now, if you're a conglomerate or if you're an independent conglomerate, meaning you're not on Wall Street, and you have several stores, and every single store is set up for the same commission, that's crazy. Because you're in a different market, you have different products, doesn't make any sense. So every store's got to be set up different. That's why the conglomerate thing doesn't work. But yet, it just keeps going that way. And the manufacturer said they blame everything. They blame the weather. They blame the weather when they don't sell vehicles. They try to blame everything but themselves. It's on you. Manufacturers, you have got to stop allowing one company to buy multiple franchise stores. Take risks with guys that are hungry. Take risks with people who want to close, who want to respect their salespeople. See, I'm an advocate for salespeople. And I know that some of my videos, well, maybe all of the videos, I don't care. But I think some of my videos rub people the wrong way. Because people don't like to hear the truth. And sometimes my videos are annoying. And I bet it would be annoying to a clerk or a mindset of a clerk. You know that old saying? The A and B students are going to be working for the C and D students. The C and D are the closers making the dough. Because they're street smart. Salespeople are street smart. But you got to be honest with yourself, salespeople. Do you want to be a clerk or do you want to be a closer? Now, the car shuckers got the 7 rules of engagement to closing a deal. We know when it's time to turn the hat around and close. We know when it's time to schmooze. We know if we have to know the product or not. We got to know the product. But what do you do when it's a third base? When there's a third base in your deal, what do? You allow the third baseman to do what? To know more about the vehicle than you. Now that's a closer. But you see, the manufacturers don't understand all this stuff. They want to make everybody a robot. We're not robots. We're closers. We're salespeople. That term's been around for over 100 years. That's who we are. Dealers, you got to get tough. You got to get tough. And if you're in a conglomerate, I know what you're doing. You're looking at this video and say, who cares? Who cares? Who cares about my salespeople? Who cares about my desk managers? Who cares? And that's exactly what's going on. If you're working for a conglomerate, that's what's going on. Salespeople, I'm an advocate for you. You don't need to take it. And what's going to happen when one day you wake up and you have no salespeople, because that's what's going on right now because your high turnover rate. You get such a high turnover rate, it's not working, is it? Instead, I know what goes on behind the scenes. I know what kind of remarks you say about salespeople. I think it's disgusting. And manufacturers, your stranglehold on the dealer is costing you business. See, you have to justify. When you hire some college kid right out of college, you have to justify their job. So come up with a market strategy. Oh, we're going to come up with something. I got it. Ooh. Pick me. Oh, what is it? Product expert. Ooh, the new term, product expert. No more closing. See, what they're trying to do is they're trying to make everybody across the board make a certain amount of money it is. Hey, salespeople, do a poll. Find out who's been there for more than a year at your store and say, hey, how much money did you really gross last year? And salespeople, don't pack each other. Just say it. 42.5, 46.5, 53.5, 89,000, 110,000, whatever it is. Pull it together and find out what the average is. And start doing your own research. This is what's going on out there. And there's a lot of people that don't like these videos. I get it. And I don't care. Because if I cared, I'd go away. I'm not going away. Salespeople, you're called salespeople in my book. But you're really closer. You're called salespeople because sales has been branded for centuries. Sales. Customers don't know product expert. Customers don't know product specialist. They know a salesperson. They know you. You're the reason. Your personality is the reason why the vehicle is killing bugs. Is the reason why the dealer's making a lot of money. But you know what? The flats have got to stop. The high packs have got to stop. Oh, and the ROs. That acronym for ROs is rip off. We know what you're doing, dealer. We know what you're doing, your internal rates. Charging every single department. Every single department gets charged. I'm not hating on you for making money, but make the money on the consumer and not your managers. Your managers make money off of the department, but yet you charge the department rent. Oh, I didn't even go to NAD Academy to learn financial statement. I mean, it doesn't take a brain surgeon to learn that. That's all. I mean, who goes to that anyways? Who wants to go to NAD? Raise your hand. Volunteers. If you go to the NADA Academy, you're going to be really, really, really good. Shucks. You don't worry about closing. Shucks. You good general manager. Go to that. When you get back, you're going to own one of our stores. It's never going to happen. Joke's on you. Okay, so the dealer went ahead and paid $45,000 for you to go out to Virginia and sit through some seminars. Come back and oh, you got to work the parts department for a while. Oh, you got to go work the service lane for a while. No, see, you got to focus on the right training. If you're in sales, what do you want to learn? What do you want to learn? You want to learn how to close. So you got to sit there and you got to close. Now there's steps of the close. And the car sucker's got the intellectual property when you get to a certain step of what to say to a customer. Word tracks, because this business is all about word tracks. So if everybody's just training on closing, sales go up. And then we knock out the manufacturer. Yeah, the next time that rep comes in, knock him out or her. I don't care. Slap them. If they try to tell you how to close a deal, knock them out. Fight for what you believe in. You got to fight for what you believe in. We want to stay focused on closing. We want to close and close and close. Gut customers, and we don't care if a customer knows that we're gutting them or not. Farmers make money off of crops, right? Everybody's making money. If you work for the government, you're going in there and you're GS 14, 13, 15 level, whatever, you're making money off the taxpayers. Everybody goes to work to make money. What's wrong with making money, salespeople? There's nothing, is there? But you got to be honest with yourself. Do you want to be a closer? Do you want to be a clerk? And there's all powder sugar training out there. Here's how you have to do follow-ups. I got something for your follow-ups. Knock them out. I'm serious. I'm an advocate for you salespeople. Now you got to take these videos. You got to share them. I don't care what people think about me. When I know that I'm doing something right, I don't care. I just want to train to close. We're not powder sugar trainers. I have a team, and we're not powder sugar trainers. This is what we do. We close. But we don't close real estate. We close car deals. Manufacturer, stop, string, and hold the dealer. That's our first step. You want to sell more cars, manufacturers, that's what you got to do. You got to stop it. And the next time, I'm telling you, next time, manufacturers, they come into the stores, they start throwing their weight around, they're going to get knocked out. That's just what's going to happen. Because we're tired of it. We want to make money. We're tired of it. Salespeople, closers out there, desk managers, all right, man, let's go. Hey, do yourself a favor. My name is Jimmy Prater. Go close something. Yeah!